Greetings, it's Iain from RTL here. Welcome to Pick and Mix, where we mix it up a bit every week. And this week it's what we call In the Camera's View. So we always look at a concert or something like that. And this week we are going to look at War of the Worlds live on stage. Now this DVD was recorded at Wembley Arena on the 25th of April 2006. So I mean, it was a long time coming. It's something that Jeff Wayne wanted to do at the beginning. I think a lot of it was where they was in talks with it, and then Richard Burton passed away, and it sort of shelved. But they eventually got it on. Now, brilliant show, and what they did for the journalist Richard Burton, they had this virtual head with Richard thing. We'll talk about how it all later. Also, there was a short animated prequel to the story that was always presented in the style of an upcoming feature film dealing with Martians' ecological destruction of their own world, which was actually made for the computer game in 1998. So, the players on here, of course, the journalist Richard Burton. We've got the songs and thoughts of the journalist, of course, Justin Hayward. The artilleryman on here is played by Alexis James, originally done by David Essex, of course, on the album. Beth, the Parsons' wife, Judy Covington on the album. This is Tara Blaze. We've also got Russell Watson that plays the clergyman, done by Phil Lynott on the original. The voice of humanity is the original Chris Thompson. The voice of NASA is Jerry Wayne. The voice of the Martians, Louis MacLeod. And Carrie, the journalist, is again Anne-Marie Wayne, which was pre-recorded. Now, playing on here are two of the original members of the band. We have got the late, great Herbie Flowers on bass and Chris Spedding on the guitar, who played on the album. So, side one, act one, starts off with that little little thing for the game, all eerie. And then you get to that little wonderful, no one would believe in the last years of the 19th century that human affairs were being watched from timeless worlds of space. No one could have dreamed that we're being scrutinised as someone with microscopics and creatures that swarm in multiple drops of water. A few men even considered the possibility of life on other planets. Yet, across the gulf of space, minds immeasurably superior to ours, the Earth was envious eyes, and slowly but surely they drew their plans against us. Wonderful opening speech from Richard Burton, and then you get that dun 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 dun, and it kicks in absolutely, and it sounds as good as it did on the studio. Absolutely brilliant. It does help when you've got Chris Spedding and Herbie Flowers there, and then of course you get the chances of anything coming from Mars. Out pops Justin Hayward to sing that bit. Absolutely brilliant. It just makes it so good. The musicianship on that is superb. Then we go into Horsell Common. The animations for this, the backdrops are fantastic. And of course, it starts off with that iconic Herbie Flowers dun 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 dun, and all the sounds are absolutely brilliant, and all the ooh-lahs and all that good stuff. Great work, really good seeing that on there. Okay, up comes the artillerymen and the fighting machine. Now this is the entrance of Alexis James. It's very hard when you're acting out a piece with the Richard Burton thing. And Alex does a fine performance on this. You know, the interacting with the voice of Richard Burton was superb. Very eerie and dramatic. Up next, of course, is the brilliant Forever Autumn. Fantastic song. I've seen the later performance on stage, but there's only one person that can sing this song, of course. And that's Justin. And there's some lovely animation with Carrie walking down these leaves and leafy park. Absolutely wonderful. It just adds to it, and what a singing performance from Justin Hayward on that. Up next, another of the original cast comes out and does Thunderchild, Chris Thompson. I love this song anyway, from the thing. The sequence, because this includes the Thunderchild, have it come across in the water with all the fighting machines around it. Absolutely fantastic piece of animation they did for that. Absolutely engulfs you into this. Then we have Act 2, the Redweed Part 1. Now this shows the growing. The music to this is so eerie, always is, but what they brought with that animation, it brought the whole thing to life. How it was, the red weed was going round everything, engulfing everything. Wonderful. And then you get them wonderful words of Richard Burton, really atmospheric. It's better watching than listening to that now. Brilliant stuff. Then of course we get The Spirit of Man. Brilliant from Russell Watson. His performance on this is great. You've got, you know, Tara Blaze filling in Julie Covington. You know, both of them were taking the parts on the original by two big people, Julie Covington and Phil Lynott. But it comes across brilliant. The passion is there, especially with Russell Watson's performance. And Tara Blaze has got such a wonderful voice. Absolutely stonking. Then we have the most moving bit of the whole performance, Redweed Part 2. The bit where Nathaniel gets taken up by the blood-sucking machine. It's scary, it's easy, especially when you've got them arms looking for humans, and the animation for that is just fantastic. Can't go wrong with that. And then the Artilleryman returns. Another fine performance by Alexis James. He shone in this little bit. He got all the high-pitched vocals right. His performance was good. It's brilliant, and that goes into Brave New World, and it's absolutely on fire. Absolutely on fire. Brilliant performance on that. Then we get Dead London. This is wonderful. You think the Martians are taking over the world, but they get attacked by the bacteria. The animations really show this. And then we get the epilogue where everyone comes out, and then they do the bit that were looking good, and the animation for that is brilliant. Another part of this package, you get interviews with the cast, you get them on tour, how they built the Martian machine and how they sculpted Richard Burton's head, and the actor who just sat there and mimed it so they could get the voice. Incredible package to watch this is. The extras are just great. But the highlight for me is to see Chris Spedding on guitar and Herbie Flowers. This is, I've seen the other DVDs, but this is an absolute treasure because it's got 4 original people from the album, including, and then you've got Jeff Wayne doing the conducting. So I can only give this an RTO ranking of 10 out of 10. It is superb. It sounds brilliant in surround sound, and you've got a home theatre thing. It's just brilliant. It feels like you're there. The sounds are great. The animation's great. It's just a wonderful thing to watch. I tend to watch this more than actually listen to the album these days. Although I love the album, of course. Okay, that's all for today. Video wise, we've got live stream, of course, at 8 o'clock tonight. And tomorrow we'll be back with live album ranking. And we're going to look at the Tina Turner live albums. Only 2, but 2 fabulous. And the brand new album tomorrow is an album that I've been looking forward to coming out. It's the new album that came out last week of the Choir Boys, and it is called Wardour Street. So that's all coming up. So have a great day, and we'll see you all tonight on live stream. Bye for now.